how's it going? Bryant here. Today we're going to do, so I actually bought this for myself and I'm actually going to open this for personal enjoyment. So anyway, this is the Final Fantasy VII Remake Cloud Strife version 2 Play Arts action figure Kai. There's a hologram sticker, so I guess warning, choking hazard, small part. So this is the outside of the box. I'm actually really excited to get this. I managed to get this at the local comic book shop, which was actually super awesome. So here, I guess, is like some warning stuff. The side, so this side, the back, and we have the bottom here. So emphasis on the bottom, which I just noticed. I guess there's like a serial or manufacturing number here that's basically embossed or like punched in, kind of, here. So anyway, this is the side, and then this is the interior. So some details, backstory here, like, you know, Cloud Strife version 2, the Buster Sword was given by his fallen friend Zack, and this is what the box looks like. And I love the fact that there's a graphics printed on of the sword and stuff. So anyway, without further ado, so you have like this, so you can see like there's a nice little printing of the sword. Let's get this open. So I'm going to actually open this because this is super awesome. Open this. So let's see if I can do this without breaking it. Let's see if I can. Gentle. So that's taken care of. Alright, so put the seal, open this, open this here. So I guess there's a flap, and this all comes out. And there's actually something in here. What's in here? So this box thing is open and out, I guess. So apparently you can clip it onto his back, the sword. So some hand things, you can take off his hands, hold it, some figure information, and then here there's some stand information. It comes with a stand. That's actually why I wanted to get this, because it also comes with a stand. It's a sword clip-on in the back. So I'm actually really excited. This is one of my favorite versions of Cloud because it's the original one. So I guess diagram of complete product, A, B, C, B2, C2, something, something. I don't know any of this. This is all confusing. Okay, for ages 15 and up. So anyway, let's get to the good stuff. So this is actually packaged very well. So let's take this out. So retail, I think, was $160. After tax, here in New York City, is about $175, give or take. So anyway, so this is the figure. It's heavy, and this is the stand and base. So how am I going to do this? They actually package this really, really well. So I'm going to move this out of the way. So I'm going to move this out of the way. So I guess what first, right? So let's do one at a time. So I guess the stand, because I want to be able to display it. So let's not crush anything, right? So this is the stand, which is actually really cool. How does this pop out without destroying it? How am I going to take this out? How am I going to take any of this out? All right, so let's see. Very gently, so it pops out. So I guess this is the base stand. This is the hand thing. How am I going to pop this out without destroying all of this? Because I want to keep it out. Let's see. How do I? This stand thing. And then this is actually very well kept, so So you guys did a great job designing this, and this way, let me see how I can. Put this out. Let's destroy this. All right. So anyway, we'll probably leave that for later. So you guys are getting a video of how I'm going to destroy my precious collectibles. Trying to pop out all this plastic. Oh, there we go. So I guess that's out. Let's just put this back because I want to keep it in good condition. And then, okay, let's not mess with that one for now. So anyway, mission accomplished for one of these things. So, okay, so I guess B2 or B3 can go into here, and this opens up, and I guess, oh, that's actually really cool. It pulls it up, there's a screw. So let's see, this stand, B1, so I guess this stand, oh, okay, that's cool. So I guess one of them fits out here. Which one's which? There's a big one and then there's a small one. So I guess into the middle one? No, that doesn't make sense. That makes sense. So I guess this goes in. This is so intense. So I guess insert B1 into A1 and B2 into A2. So insert B1 into A1. So I guess this goes kind of like this, and this goes kind of like this. So I guess this goes kind of like this. So maybe like that. Wow, okay, so I guess that's in there. B1 into A1, and then B2 into A2. So I guess this kind of goes like that. Okay, so that's the stand. It's funny because it doesn't actually fit as a hex thing, but that's actually really cool. So I guess this is sturdy now. So I guess, does it have actual, I guess it's in. So yeah, it's in. That's the stand. Diagram of completed product. So I guess this will hold cloud. So very cool. Okay, so the stand is done. I am so scared of this because I don't want to break it. So, okay, that's a very interesting contraption. So now that that's dealt with, let's get into the main event. So I'm gonna put this stuff away. So I guess. Okay, so we're back, minus the technical difficulty of my phone dying because I'm taking way too long to do all of this, but I kind of love you guys and I kind of love Final Fantasy. So anyway, back to where we were. Back end, so I guess this I'll put into the side. This is the main event attraction, so I'm gonna move this away here. And we have, so I'm gonna move this, see how this goes. Oh, that hurts my soul to hear because I feel like it's breaking, but fortunately it's not. They molded it really well. So anyway, so here we have, ta-da, da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Okay, so we have Cloud, obviously. Let's take it out. Spiky hair. I don't want to break it or damage it. Let's see, is that a tattoo that he has? No. Okay. So anyway, so this is the figure. For a second, I thought he didn't have hands. The head sculpt is really nicely done. It follows the Final Fantasy Remake version, his hair kind of like, I guess he inspired Roxas from Kingdom Hearts. But anyway, the hair is like really super detailed. The screws are also really detailed into his shoulder blade. Like you can actually see the hex screws. I feel like I can actually unscrew it if I want to, but I'm not going to mess with that. So anyway, shoulder pads on the side. His clothes have so much detail. It's ridiculous. It actually looks like woven. It actually looks woven together. Like the detail is actually phenomenal. And then here we have the pants and then the shoes with the laces. The whole detail is just Kai Arts. This is the first Kai Art figure I've ever unboxed, and I'm actually really impressed by this. So here, right below the thigh, I guess we see some copyright information. Square Enix. What does this say here? Just so I can. Square Enix made in China. So I guess copyright information right by there. But the back has some stuff, and I guess they said something about being able to attach the sword to the back of it. So anyway, the joints are fully articulate, kind of stiff, but I guess the joints have articulation. So you have a lot of articulation. So like snappy, sounds snappy. So I guess move to the side. I guess the head can move around, kind of, without breaking it. So left, right, up, down, kind of. Okay. So spiky hair, hand moves back. So this is actually really cool. Let's get him to stand. And I guess he's heavy. So I guess that's where the stand comes into play, right? So I guess maybe I should put the smaller one because this is like way too... Does he stand without the stand normally? Because he has the Buster Sword too. So I guess maybe... Is Cloud a lot skinnier than... Okay, so why did they pick a bigger one? I don't know. So anyway, I guess I gotta pop the other one out now. So I don't think he stands by himself. Maybe, maybe not. Yes, no. Oh, he does. A little lopsided, a little funny. So I guess he stands kind of. And then he does have this. So I guess... Why is there a bigger one? Maybe because you're holding it chest up, kind of. And then there's one for the waist. So I'll figure that out in a bit, I guess. But kind of lopsided. Let's get the sword out. So this is the Buster Sword, and you'll notice there's a lot of detail. It's all plastic, so you can't cut anyone with it. Don't use it as a weapon. I'm not gonna try to flex it. But the handle, and then they have the 2 materia slots for the materia gems when you do it. So this is the Buster Sword. It's pokey, but not sharp. It's not going to cut, you know, I'm not going to bleed from it. But it's got a lot of dimension. It's got a lot of dimension, a lot of detail. This is actually very well done. So for this figure, you actually see the wear marks also on the blade. And that's very impressive. So how do so I'll put that on the side. So let's see, how do I put this? So much stuff all over the place. Okay, so I guess for the hands, you can, I guess, take the bolt out and put it in. Parts can be attached to the figure. And there's a hand bolt that you can change it so you can hold it. So I guess this doesn't let you hold it. I guess you have to take this out. Okay, so I took out his hands, or his hand. So let's open this up for surgery. So I guess the hands just pop out, and we're gonna do the Buster Sword, I guess, which is 1 and 2, and they also have the bigger ones too, but I'm not sure what they do. So I guess they have the bigger hands, and they have this materia part. So let's try to figure out all this stuff. So I guess So I guess there's different ways of holding it. And let's see what works, because I don't want to break it, the sword. So I guess I feel like it's not, maybe I'm doing it incorrectly. So there's a buster sword, and this can be attached. So some parts are interchangeable. So I guess this is actually really, really tight, and I don't want to break it. So maybe one of you guys on the YouTube section can teach me how to apply the sword, because I don't know. I don't think this takes out or anything. I just think that at that point that's just really tight. So I don't want to break the tightness. So here we have the back, which is it says you can screw this out or take this out and this attaches, but I don't know how this attaches. So this apparently comes out, or it doesn't, but I don't know how to take that out. Oh, you can put your fingernail under it and slowly take it out. So I guess without trying to break it. So I guess that part comes out. So here, let me make sure that I don't accidentally destroy anything. No, okay. Looks good. I guess there's a fingernail mark there now. And this apparently, you put this through here, through the front one, not the bottom one. So if this is like this, I guess you put this through here. And I guess you can put, I guess one or the other, right? So I guess you can put this through here and this through here, and I'll go through. So I guess, is that the way, or is that, no, I think this is the wrong way. Oh. So I guess this goes. So a word of caution, these parts are really, really tight tolerance. So I don't know how they fit in or don't fit in, honestly, because it's such a tight tolerance. So I guess this goes here, because I don't know how to fit this into the back. Let me see. So anyway, before I break it, because I really don't want to break anything, and I feel very worried that I might. This is this way. And then they're showing me that there's a piece that goes in here, and then a piece that goes in here. So what does that mean? So I guess this is in now, right? I guess that's screwed in. So I guess that screwed in there. I mean, I'm guessing that's an easier way to do it. And then I'm guessing that that's how we go. But a word of caution, it's extremely tight fit. So I guess now it's kind of holding like this, and I guess it would make sense now if he's sort of being held like this, but then he's not. So I guess anyway, let's put on some hands, because otherwise I feel like so sad he doesn't have any hands. So this is on the side, this is on the side, and then I guess, so that's the nut. And then let's see, right hands. I must say, this is extremely, they all run very tight tolerances, and I feel like if I put them in, I might accidentally like break them. So I'm very scared to put anything in, or like right now, that the hand is like weird. So I guess, okay, so this goes back and forth. Do hands normally do that? Hi, how are you? Hi, how are you? So I guess, that's one way to do it. So yeah, Cloud now has one hand, and let's see if he can have another hand. Thank you all for having so much patience with me as I try to figure out all the details of this very, very intricate figure that I now have the privilege of owning and playing with. So I guess this, and let me just make sure. So this circle, there's no actual direction for you to put it in. So I'm just going to I'm scared. Where's the original hand? I guess this is the original hand, and maybe that'll fit in easier. Okay, so that's the original hand. It fits in easier because it was already there. And let me take this out, because the tolerances are so tight that I feel like I'll break something if I do it incorrectly. So yeah, word of caution. Okay, so this fits perfectly. So yeah, word of caution. It's a really cool figure. It's just that the changing and stuff is like really, really tight. So I guess he has fists now and he's ready for battle. He has a buster sword on the back and a stand that will hopefully hold him. I'm probably doing it wrong. But anyway, I will figure this out later. So I guess, I don't think you're supposed to hold him like that. I think you're actually supposed to have the smaller one, and then it'll hold the waist, and then outside it attaches a buster sword. But anyway, thank you for my preliminary Final Fantasy Cloud action figure review. I'm butchering this, I know. So hopefully I'll get the rest to work with a little more patience. And yeah, looks good. Just gotta figure out all the connection tidbits. Enjoy. I finally did it. All right, so after playing around, the secret to this holding the sword is actually I used my hand to basically hold it in the palm of my hand to heat up the hands, like just keep it there for like 30 seconds or a minute or whatever. Basically heat it up as much as possible, and then I guess the hands expand, making it more possible to put the sword actually in the hole without feeling that I'm gonna break it apart. So I hope that helps. And then this is, I guess, a pose. You can pose it on this way or not. I switched the clamps to the smaller one because it holds the waist better. And then the rest of the stuff I'm gonna put away. I put back the original thing back there because I feel like the second one, a note is that the nozzle for the second one to put in the sword is actually bigger than this initial nozzle. So I feel like if you keep this in there for a long time, you're gonna expand the back and the other one will be loose and won't be able to come on and off. So anyway, Cloud looks cooler in action anyway. So anyway, this is Cloud now. I guess the wrist motion, I guess, is more inwards. You can have him down. I guess I'll pose it a little bit. And yeah, so he has also toe articulation, which I just found out. Like his toes can actually go up and down. So that's actually really cool. So anyway, this is I guess I'll keep him like this. The rest of the stuff in the box holds pretty well. I can't see from this angle, so it might look a little silly or dookie. But anyway, let's do like a nice samurai stance. So I guess samurai stance. Got the wobble, got the clamp, good to go. Let's put the rest of the stuff away, and here we go. Cloud with a Buster sword. It's bigger than he is. I guess let's samurai him up a bit in whatever articulation or joints you can. So I guess, yeah. So that looks cool. Sword aimed out, and here we go. So yeah, thank you for joining me for my video, my Kai Arts figure. Enjoy. Yep, there you go. We'll make it work. I don't think you can hold without the stand. Stand definitely helps. And here you go. Thanks for joining. And one final thing, it does stand by itself without the stand, just in case you guys were wondering. All right, that's all.